Welcome back to the channel. Today we are at the Ridges, one of the highest living here in Las Vegas. The property behind me features 6 bedrooms, 9 baths. This is over 11,000 square foot, and this is the first property on the channel to have 4 different levels and a special koi pond all the way at the bottom. I cannot wait to show you guys this home, so without further ado, let's take a look at today's property tour. So starting on the exterior of this home, we are on a huge lot here, and the golf course is actually right behind us. Now let's talk about the exterior of this property first. We have beautiful landscaping, desert vegetation all throughout, and down below you're going to see this huge driveway that wraps around, starting from this side, ends over here, and there's actually another driveway that's going to take you down into the 4-car garage. So it's almost like on a little lower level there, and there's just so many trees, a lot of green out here and all throughout of the Ridges, which I really love. Now coming to the front, we have some rocks, some more plants, and this staircase that brings you up to the pivot door here. This is marble stone down below. You're gonna see this in the backyard and throughout the house. And I wanna point out, typically here in Vegas, these stones get very hot. These stones were treated in a way so the heat does not get absorbed. So you can actually walk on this barefoot and not get burned. Really love that touch. That's something that we think about when we think of luxury. Now bringing everyone through this huge door here, this is not even your front door, because as soon as you walk in, you're gonna see a couple of different sides here. Off to my right, this is gonna be one of 7 lounging throughout this whole property. This is an office with its own access to the front. Off to the left is gonna be a casita. I'll show you guys this really quick, and then we'll make our way to the front door. So entering this casita, we have a door that opens up on each side, wood floors down below, wet bar off to my right with your TV above, and there's another slider that takes you to a courtyard with your own full bathroom here, walk-in shower, barn door, custom closets, and a waterfall edge countertop to top it all off. Now for a casita, this is a great feature, especially having it right here off the front door. It makes everything super easy coming in and out of here. But let's go through here now, because I like how this theme reoccurs into the front area with the trees all throughout, and we have like a little skywalk here, and you could see all the way down to the lower level, which I love. There's a little vegetation wall here. There's a theater all the way in that bottom floor that I can't wait to show you guys. But when it comes to a front entrance, this is so grand. And like I said, there's 4 levels to this property. So we're gonna go through here now and get started. So bringing everyone inside, this is floor 3. There's 1 floor above and the rest are all the way down. So as soon as you walk in, you have 2 wings. I'll bring everyone to the left side first. Picture windows to start off this first floor with views of the golf course and your backyard. Now on this wing, we have a pocket door that goes all the way across, and you're gonna have 2 bedrooms on this side. So let's go over here, wood floors down below now. This is ensuite 1, custom closet, bathroom over there with a tub shower combo, and there's even a Romeo and Juliet balcony. So this slider will open up and you could overlook this backyard. You could get some views of that koi pond down below right now. It's not your typical koi pond either, so very excited to showcase that. On the other side of this hallway now, we have stone on this wall, lighting all throughout. And on this end, you're gonna have the staircase that takes you down below. And right in front of me is the next bedroom, closet, another full bathroom. And this one even has its own courtyard access that is shared with the casita. So I like how they put this space here, because over here it's very private, the casita is very private, and sharing that space is super important. So let's go to the other side now and check out the right wing. Okay, so bringing everyone to the right wing, this is where we began the tour. Get these picture windows again. You can see this stone column that goes floor to ceiling up here. And off to my right is actually gonna be the elevator. Most of the time on these big homes, you won't see an elevator, and I see it in the comments that these homes don't have one. But this one is fully equipped with that. It goes to any of the 4 levels, And then over here on the right-hand side, this is more of your entertainment floor. I'm gonna take you guys through here first and then down that hallway. So you have a modern broken staircase. This is gonna go all the way from the bottom floor all the way to the top. And then you have another pocket slider that's tucked away here, and this opens up to the entertainment space. We have your billiards table in the middle, couch on the back, and tons of floating shelves for extra storage. And this vegetation on the right, this overlooks and opens up to your main living room that we'll get to in just a second. Also on the back here, this is gonna be the balcony for this floor. Like I said, this property has a ton of lounging throughout. So this is what's dedicated for this floor. If we come out here, you can see the pool down below. There's actually 2 pools back here, and then that koi pond on the bottom. But over here, this is great for outdoor dining. When it comes to entertaining, this is the property to do it in. We're right on the golf course here in the ridges. And if I bring everyone over here, you get a view of the strip off to the right, the course, your tranquil backyard. This is really a one-of-a-kind property. We really haven't seen much like this before here in Vegas. Now on the other side, there's another fireplace, lounging, and then this staircase will take you down to the pool level for all the outdoor entertainment. This is such a beautiful setup where each floor has its own very unique features, giving a ton of utility throughout. But let's go back inside now, and let's go to this side because there's more bedrooms down here, and this floor itself is very huge. So coming through here, off to my right, this is the washer and dryer room for this level. There's a couple of these throughout the property, something you definitely need on a house this big. And then right across, we have a barn door with the wood facing, and they're currently using this as the karaoke room, but this could be another living room, den area, man cave. This is a very good flex space to have on the property. Just based off of the storage and openness, there's really a lot of things you could do here. Now, all the way at the end of this hallway, you're gonna have 2 more bedrooms. I'm gonna take everyone through this one first because this is, again, where we began the tour. This is the office that I pointed out with its own outdoor area, these French doors that bring you in, tons of shelves here, this 2 elevation countertop, and we even have a waterfall edge over here at the end. There's also a closet through here. So if you technically wanted this as another bedroom, you could do so. Nicely tucked away here. This would be a great work area, especially with these picture windows opening up to your front door. Now, back at the hallway, there's one more bedroom. This one does not have its own bathroom, but has a built-out closet. Tons of room all throughout with natural lighting coming in through these windows. But it's still nice and convenient in this room to have the bathroom that's off to the left here. Because inside this bathroom, you're gonna have your vanity, walk-in shower, and storage down below, which is a really great setup. Now, coming back here now to the staircase, there's a couple different ways I could take you guys, but I'm actually gonna take you up this staircase now to the first level and check it out. So bringing everyone to the top level, beautiful chandelier that brings you up to the floor that is dedicated to the gym. I really like this level because it is everything that you need. Mirrors on the back here, windows all throughout, and if you stand on this treadmill here, you get perfect views of the Las Vegas Strip. If this isn't motivating, I don't know what is. And on the other side here, you have some free weights, some more machines, another balcony over here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Like I said, there's so much utility with these balconies, entertaining. There's plenty of space out here. Even if you want to add more gym equipment out here, I could definitely see that happening, and it would just blend so great with this area here. Now, there's another balcony. I know we keep saying balcony, but there's so many of them in this property. You have your elevator door over there, and this slider will go all the way in and open up to another entertainment area on this top level. Now, off to the right is where we first entered the property with your front door, skywalk that brings you to that pivot door. And then on this side, you're gonna get amazing strip views from here as well, with your backyard down below and the golf course once again. I can only imagine seeing the glow of the Las Vegas Strip after enjoying a workout in this gym. So that wraps it up for the whole top floor here. Let's go back to that staircase and I'll meet you on the main living quarters. So coming down this staircase, this is going to take us to the main living quarters. This is probably where you're going to be spending most of your time living on this home. But let's take a look at the staircase once more, because we have this wood all the way across that goes all the way up, all the way to the bottom floor. And there's even some vegetation up there that's nice and open. So when coming down this staircase, it's very grand and brings it to life a little bit more. But here on this level, we have the marble floors down below. And this is the definition, again, of indoor-outdoor living. There's actually the spare powder bath right off to my left here, and there's a whole nother wing that we'll get to in just a little bit. But this is the core of the property, so I want to showcase this first. Immediately, you get that seamless indoor-outdoor living. These are pocket sliders that open up on both sides, making this property come alive even more. If we look down below, this is where your koi pond is. You can see these two pools, and this waterfalls over, and this is connected so great to the living quarters here. Coming over to this island, this is 2 elevation, waterfall edge, marble, stainless steel sink in the middle, and this overlooks the living room, which has really high ceilings. And I love this sitting area down below here. This is blue agate. You have 3 chairs on each side, and this is also on a waterfall edge. This is just that extra tone of luxury that brings this kitchen together even more, which I really love. Now on the back here, we have Thermador appliances, a 6-burner stove in your griddle in the middle, hood vent above, and they use the same cabinet fronts on the hood vent to make sure everything blends together. You have the pot filler above too, and then at the end here, stainless steel fridge that is super industrial. And I want to point this out too. This is an appliance cabinet. So typically you have stuff laying all around and it's in the way, but through here you can store it perfectly, and these doors actually tuck in so they're not in the way, and you can leave this open if you want to. Right next to that is your Thermador coffee machine, Gagnon microwave above with your Gagnon double oven. And this is a whole nother branch to the kitchen with tons of storage. We have the counters and cabinets here that bring you over to the pantry through these barn doors. And at the end here, you even have a wine cooler, a little desk setup, and more shelving and cabinets above. And if that kitchen wasn't enough, through here is going to be the butler's kitchen, which I really love because this is a whole prep area. You can leave the mess back here. There's more cabinets, another huge stainless steel fridge. And if we come a little bit deeper in here, you have another stainless steel sink, cabinets all throughout, and this is just great for that extra storage. If you're hosting, you can do all the prep work back here and not have everything in the way over in the main kitchen, which I really do enjoy. Now this wraps around to your main dining room or your formal dining room, and this will split us back out over there. So through here, you have tons of space, stone counter on the back with this wrapped wall, and this cabinet space goes all the way throughout. These windows that open up, letting this room breathe, and you could see the theater room down below that we're gonna get to in just a little bit here. But this is a very oversized dining area with the wood floor down below, the stone wall here, and the floating shelves to put your favorite bottle of alcohol. I also really do enjoy on the ceiling here, you have the recessed lights, that same wood that you see down below, but on the top acting as another accent, and this beautiful chandelier to top it all off. Now this will bring us back where we started this floor, but instead we're gonna go to the main living room now. I like how everything wraps around and flows very well in this house. It doesn't feel cluttered. It's very open and has a lot of different utility. So now we are in the main living room. This is probably where you're going to be spending most of your time watching TV. TV on the back wall here with that same stone on this pillar that goes floor to ceiling, acting as an accent in this room. And it also reciprocates to the outdoors. Same with this one here. You're going to see that on the outdoors as well. So this is open right now, but is a pocket slider. So both of these open up, and then you have this open corner, glass paneling all throughout, and this overlooks the backyard. I like how this makes the living room breathe even more, especially with this glass paneling here. If you have pets or small children, this keeps everyone nice and protected from falling in the pool here, which is a feature that they thought about. But let's talk about this living room even more. L-shaped couch, beautiful picture on the back wall with your fireplace, high ceilings above, and there's so much natural light coming into this home between the pocket slider, and then you have the picture windows above, bringing in more of that natural light with these high ceilings. But the living room and kitchen wraps it up for this wing on this floor. I'm gonna meet you back on that hallway level and check out the whole next wing. I wanna take a quick interruption in this video to say, if you're looking to relocate, buy or sell here in Las Vegas, I'm your guy. I'm gonna put my email up right here on the screen. Shoot me an email and I can see how I can help you best. Now I'm gonna enjoy this koi pond. You enjoy the rest of this video. So leaving the main living quarters, there's a whole nother wing to this floor. This is the dining area that I just showed you guys. And then this is the door for the elevator that takes you to all floors. Now bringing everyone across here, this is almost like another skywalk here. This almost reminds me of the McDonald Highlands house we did last year for 18 million with the staircase in this stretch. It really resembles that in a lot of ways. But this is another lounging area. These pocket sliders open up very seamless, letting this side of the property breathe as well. And this whole wing is gonna mainly be the primary suite of the property. Now off to the left, you have that wood again, vegetation and rocks all the way across with these windows with more vegetation on that back wall that will lead down to the theater room. But all the way at the end here, we have the stone design again and this ambient lit wall with that same wood, beautiful picture in the middle. And I like these floor lights here because it just adds that extra touch to the property going throughout. But this is going to be another bedroom on this floor. Very oversized. Another window that opens up where you could see the levels down below and right across into the dining area. And if I bring everyone across here, this is your TV wall, your thermostat. Now this property has about 10 different HVAC systems and gives you access to control the temperature for each room. So typically, not usually the spare bedrooms have that feature, but in this property, you can make the temperature whatever you want with a touch of a button. Then through here, marble floors down below, and this flows into the bathtub, shower combo, hose attachment, single floating vanity with your sink and mirror on the back wall. And this is the last spare bedroom on this side. I'm gonna bring everyone across here to the primary suite. I also wanna point out there's another staircase tucked away here that will bring you back up. So like I said, this property has a lot of different utility with ways you can get around and overall features. But as soon as you walk into this primary suite, you have this huge door, this wood accent that goes all the way down to this picture window, 2 pictures to top it all off, and then on this side you have another very heavy duty barn door that takes us into the primary bathroom first. As soon as you walk in, you have a huge freestanding tub, rocks for the perimeter, and this was originally built by Blue Heron in 2017. This is one of those features that stand out that Blue Heron typically does. They like the freestanding tubs, rocks, and then the seamless indoor-outdoor living that we're seeing all throughout this property. Through here, you're gonna have another vanity, sink, storage down below with a double entry shower. You have one door here, one door on the opposite side with this frosted strip all the way across. And you have that same stonework inside of this shower on the back. This has 2 faucets, body jets, and can even be turned into a steam room. And I also want to point out the floors behind me, same material, but except for the bathroom, they went ahead and made these heated. So when it gets a little bit colder here, you could turn those heated floors on, get out of your shower or bath, and be totally okay. Off to the right is your other vanity, makeup bar on that waterfall edge. And then through here, we have 2 water closets, another half counter and mirror with your 2 closets. Now these closets, I'm gonna leave out of this video out of the courtesy of the owner. They're still living here and have a lot of personal belongings in here. So we're gonna go ahead and respect them and leave them out of this. But bringing everyone through here again, we're gonna go back out this barn door into the main primary suite. Windows that open up into your backyard. And I wanna point this out first because we have an atrium here. And this is super tranquil. You got the vegetation, broken up stones all throughout, and even an outdoor shower that's right on the opposite side of your main shower. So if you want to start your day or end your day, this is such a relaxing area to come and decompress at, having the vegetation and water elements throughout. But we're going to go back through this slider now because we're not even at the main primary suite yet. So as soon as you walk in, you have automated curtains and shades on both sides so you could completely black out this room. This is also all motorized through the Lutron system in this property. That system alone can consist of about $500,000 in tech, so they really went out of their way to make sure you have the full control from your phone. Now on this wall here, you're going to have your fireplace, TV that is recessed in with that mirror in the middle, and even a little wet bar area with your sink, RO filter, your Nespresso machine, and storage down below. Really like how they did that and added this to the primary suite. And then over here, you have the king size bed sitting at the end, and then you get that secondary access to that tranquil zen area, I like to call it. And I also want to point out this bed frame because this goes all the way to the ceiling with that same wood we've been seeing all throughout this property. With the mirrors, this just opens it up a little bit more with the recessed lighting above. You also have speakers built in all throughout this room as well, which I wanted to point out. Pendant lights on each side, and that wraps it up for this bedroom. And that brings us to these sliders that bring you to the backyard. This is a very great backyard experience, so let's go out there and check it out. So bringing everyone into this backyard, as soon as you walk out, you have a little platform here for more lounging chairs with some stepping stones that take you into the exterior of this property. This backyard is really one of a kind. I want to point out too, this is on a higher elevation here with a lot of vegetation. This makes it super private to your neighbor next door. And also up top, you have a wraparound staircase that brings you to another fireplace for more lounging. Really like this because this overlooks the golf course in the Ridges and also the Las Vegas Strip. But coming through here now, we have a waterfall edge hot tub that is elevated, and you're actually going to have two pools in this property, which is harder to get nowadays here in Las Vegas, that are also on a waterfall edge on the back that turn into a waterfall, bringing you into that lower level. Now right behind me, you have a bocce ball area that stretches all the way across. And there's just so much entertainment uses here, a lot of utility with this open grass area. You could definitely host a very good party here. But bringing everyone throughout, you have stairs that bring you down into another lounging area with a fireplace in the middle. Now this balcony up top, this is where we began the video, where we look down and there's that spiral staircase that takes you back up. So if you're hosting here, you got people up there, these doors open, very seamless living and enjoying your time. But let's go through here because there's an outdoor kitchen as well. And let's take a look at this pool again. This one's more on an L-shaped. One is 4 foot deep and the other one is 6 foot deep. And I love how this just adds that extra sense of tranquility. Walking down into the fireplace, you get that little reflection pool out of the pool right there. And that brings us up here to another gate for your outdoor kitchen. So if I open this up, this brings us to the outdoor kitchen area. Through here, you're gonna have your outdoor dining right in the middle, lighting above, your TV recessed in, and I like these plantation boxes here just to add that extra touch, more color to this yard, because you really don't see a lot of that here in Vegas. You see a lot of desert landscaping. So on the other side here, you're gonna have your TV above, and these doors actually open up to your outdoor pizza oven. We don't see these on properties too often, so I like how they added this feature. Coyote warmer down below, and then you have your stainless steel Coyote grill, an ice chest, an outdoor sink, and then this grill here, which is the big green egg. These are very popular, and it has that egg shape that goes down below, so it is built into this outdoor kitchen. Behind me is some more side yard area here. And then on the other side of this TV is the outdoor shower and bathroom. So you can easily wash up after a day in the pool without tracking all throughout the house. So we're gonna go back through this gate and take a look a little bit more closer at this lounging over here. Like I said, this goes down to a second elevation. And this is what I mean by blue heron and their water features. Because if we take a step down, you can see these cutouts with the water. This is very blue heron. They add this on a lot of their properties, and that brings us into the fireplace lounging area. Lighting above with those speakers built in, and you can get a better sense of how this waterfall looks and feels because you have it off to my left and off to my right. That brings us straight down into another staircase. Again, we have a couple more steps that bring us over to a glass door that'll bring us down to the fourth and final level that's going to feature more water features and a koi pond. So let's go check it out. So through this staircase, this is broken up into two different levels. To the left, you'll hear that waterfall feature coming down. We have some cactus and stone boxes throughout. And with a couple steps down, this is the final level of the property. This is the most levels that we have seen on a home. And I want to take a moment to appreciate this because this is a koi pond. And typically on the properties that we have toured, there's a koi pond, but they're either very small or there's only a couple of fish in there. But this has 15 fish all throughout swimming, broken stairs that take you all the way across to the pocket sliders that will bring us into the final floor. To the right, you have the lounging with the fireplace in the middle. And this is very zen. Almost reminds me of the atrium area up there, except here, you're gonna have the koi fish, the tranquility of the waterfalls. And this is overall one of my favorite experiences on a home. So over here, you have a counter for more sitting, pocket sliders that open up on the corner here. That's gonna take you into your theater room that we'll get to in just a minute. But I wanna take you through this way and check out the bar and theater. So when these pocket doors open up, you have that seamless indoor-outdoor living to your koi pond to this lower level, which is also great for entertaining. At first, when you walk in, is this bar. Great for sitting on this side, and down below you have your fridge, ice chest, sink in the middle, and you even have a dishwasher down here, which is a nice bonus. There's also a little section here for a mini bar area, so you can put your favorite bottles, glasses, store them right here, so when you're making drinks, you can have that in with that recessed shelving. Now on this side, this is gonna be the dining area down here. This can comfortably sit 6 people, and right next to that is the wine room. This is temperature controlled. You have 2 doors that open up, lighting above, and then those rocks down below with more shelvings for other bottles. I really like this. This is very Blue Heron, again, with those rocks down below. And one of my favorite features on this property is gotta be this theater area. So there's more pocket sliders on this door that go all the way into the wall. And this opens up, skylight above. This is what we saw in the beginning of the video, looking down. This is really something you don't see too often. There's wood on the back, speakers built in, and then you have this huge TV in the middle here. With this vegetation wall, this is very Hollywood-esque in my opinion, especially with the turf, fireplace in the middle, and this L-shaped couch. This is very unique when it comes to a screening area, especially because this is outside too. This isn't something that's indoors because you have another theater over there. So you get best of both worlds down here. If you want to be entertaining outside, putting on the game, having a drink, this is the perfect spot to do it. But if you want to have more of a chill family night with a movie on, that's what we're going to do on this side. So we'll get there in just 1 second here, but you get a better look at this double elevation island, your elevator door, and then a powder bath on this level. It has the floating vanity, the toilet, your circular sink, and then this mirror that's actually recessed into the wall with that ambient lighting that goes on each side and above. And if you notice too, this stonework actually starts here. It's kind of popped out of the wall and then goes above and wraps around to the ceiling. Love that touch on that spare powder room. And then bringing everyone over here. This is the staircase that we've been seeing, broken up to the final level. And over here, more pocket sliders. These open up on the corner, making this blend super seamless once again. And then the final room on this property is the theater room. Very similar to the one outside in terms of size, the couch that's on an L, except this one you have the cove lighting above, curtains all throughout. So you can actually, with a click of a button, these curtains will cover this whole room, all the windows, black it out. And there's a projector that comes straight down here with it up there. Now you also have speakers built above on the ceiling here with a massage chair, which is where I'd probably be spending most of my time in this room. But that wraps it up for this level and the whole property tour. Thank you guys for watching to the end of this property tour. As always, leave a like, comment your favorite feature, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications because we're posting every Thursday at 4 o'clock. Other than that, I will see you guys next week in the next property tour.